Let's make some delicious buttermilk biscuits. So I'm starting off with 2 cups of flour. I also have 2 teaspoons baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon baking soda in here. I also have a teaspoon of granulated sugar. And now I'm cutting in some really cold butter. You want this butter to be cold because that's going to help your biscuits to be nice and flaky. So now I'm going to just break this butter up in there. You want this to come like small pebbles in there. That's the texture that you want. So you want to break this up really, really well. You want to move fast with this because you don't want your butter to get too warm. So just make sure that you just break it up with your fingers. You can also use a pastry blender for this. I don't have a pastry blender right now, so I'm using my good old fingers. But once this is all blended in, we're going to start adding in the liquid. So we're going to make a nice little well in the middle of this mixture. And then we're going to start mixing everything in. So I'm going to use a fork and I'm going to start blending in this buttermilk. This is a cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can actually make it at home. So you can use a cup of whole milk and put in a tablespoon of lemon juice or lime juice, any type of acid, and that is going to thicken up this, but you let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and it's going to thicken up just like buttermilk. So once you're done, you could use that for your recipe. So once I'm done doing this, I'm going to mix this really well. You want to get all the dry flour out. Now you don't want to work this dough too much because you don't want your biscuits to come out too tough. So just mix it where it gets well incorporated. And then I'm going to lay this out onto my counter with some flour, and I'm going to show you the next step. So once I transfer this to my floured countertop, I am going to make sure smooth this out so it's nice and all the stickiness come out. Once that is done, I'm going to try to flatten this out with my hands, or you can use a rolling pin. You want this to get into a rectangular shape, and what you're going to do is start to create those layers. You know, like when you get a nice buttermilk biscuit, it always has like those nice flaky layers. So this is going to create that. So you're going to fold it in 3. You fold it down, then over like that, and it's like 3 equal pieces. Then we're going to roll it out again, and we're going to repeat this 3 times. That's what's going to create those wonderful layers in your biscuit. Now for this recipe, I only have like a really big cutter. So I use my cookie cutter, but it's a very large cookie cutter. So I only got 5 big biscuits out of this. They were really huge, so it was enough just for one person to have. If you make them smaller, you know, it tastes so good that one person might want 2, but you will be able to double the recipe, which you'll get 10, just in case somebody don't want that really huge biscuit. So that's a tip. You can get 10 biscuits out of this recipe if you use a smaller cutter, 5 if you use a large one. So I am finishing up my layering. What I did with this, and you don't have to do that, you can bake this right away. I actually put this in the refrigerator. I folded it the 3rd time. I wrapped it in saran wrap and I put it in the refrigerator because I wasn't ready to use it until the next day. I was just prepping, but you can make your biscuits right away. But that's a tip. You could also even freeze this, make them into the little biscuits and put them in a bag or wrap it in plastic and put it in the refrigerator, and you could bake it from frozen. So this is it. When I took it out of the refrigerator, I let it kind of rest a little because it was very, very tough and cold. So now that it rested, I'm just going to cut out my biscuits. As I told you, these are really huge. You see how big they are? So I'm going to continue cutting it. And of course, the last biscuit will always look out of shape because using the leftover dough. I wanted to use up everything. That last crazy piece was mine. And yeah, so you will see how these biscuits come out. It is really big. Like, as I said, this is a huge cookie cutter, so you can use a smaller one to give you like smaller regular size biscuits. So I'm going to get 2 more out of this. I'm going to get a nice shape one, and then I'm going to get the really outer shape one. But I formed it, and that is going to be mine because I don't want to waste any of my dough. So you see that 5th one there, that's the one that I had to form from the scraps. But either way, it tasted really good. It tasted the same. And now I am going to brush some buttermilk at the top of the biscuits. That's going to help it to brown really nicely. I'm going to bake this in the oven at 425. Mine baked for about 10 minutes. You can look at it and you will see it getting brown, and you will see it rising, and you'll be able to tell, because sometimes some ovens are different, but for the most part 10 to 12 minutes should be the length of time that you bake these biscuits. And as I said, mine is huge, so that's why mine took a little longer. So you can just keep an eye on it and see how long yours will take. But you will know when it's done because it will be brown on the top, and you will actually see the brownness at the bottom also. And this is my cast iron skillet. I'm just putting that whole thing in the oven. So once my biscuits are done, I brush them with some butter. And once that is buttered, you're gonna be ready to eat your nice tasty biscuit. I'm gonna break in my ugly little one there for you to see how it came out on the inside. You will see those flaky layers and everything once I bust it open. It's very hot right now, but I want you guys to see how nice these biscuits look on the inside. So this is it here. It's super hot right now. I'm trying to open it up to show you. You see those layers in there? And that is my delicious crispy on the outside, soft on the inside biscuits. I had these. It was a breakfast that I had for Valentine's Day, so we had these to go with our eggs and bacon and sausages, and you could even eat this with jam. So I really hope that you guys try this recipe. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and always remember, my food is cooked with passion and served with love. God bless. Bye.